Well, let's get you sorted. So you're level 230 Adele,
Yeah.
and how are you liking the game up to this point?
Well, I moved from MapleStory because I moved to the UK
Okay.
from Singapore, and I just started this account like fresh, so there's not much of anything except for this Adele and like a Mercedes.
I see.
Yeah.
How are you liking the UK?
It's good. Just here for uni.
Okay. You're gonna be there a few years and then go back?
I'll probably stay here.
Mm-hmm. Depending on job opportunity, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I study medicine, it's kind of hard to go back to Singapore after I.
You study what?
after I-
Medicine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to get a job back in Singapore.
Okay. Well,
Again, yeah.
yeah, I don't know about the specific specifics of Singapore, of course. I've never been there, but I can imagine it might be harder to get like
Yeah.
a decent level position.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so it's surprising that you have enough time to play MapleStory when you're doing medicine, actually. But
Oh yeah, it's a lot of procrastination.
mhm.
Yeah. I mean, summer holidays just started, so I'm just sinking some of my time here.
Mhm. So, how much of your time would you say you can spend on the game without, going too crazy?
I mean, right now since it's summer break, I can just like pop a lot of totem. I guess I can just like farm as much meso as I need. And now, yeah.
But during the year, it's a lot less.
I would think a lot less. Maybe like one totem a week,
Mhm.
2. Yeah.
Maybe on the weekends a little bit, but during the week, probably no time whatsoever.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
Because with medicine, I don't know what stage you're in. Are you like an intern
Well,
or
I'm
like
only in year 1, so
Okay.
it's not that bad. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not like when you're like a resident or something.
Yeah. That's. I don't think I have time to play this game when I'm.
In residency, I
Yeah.
believe you don't even have time to sleep, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit lower on the priority list.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's a good goal. It's a voyage of a lot of long hours though. But I salute you.
Yeah.
It's a noble pursuit.
Yeah.
All right. So while we still have some fun times, what are things that do you have anything specific that you want to achieve in the game, or do you just feel like moving forward and just doing whatever comes on your path?
Well, I think right now my goal is to solo Lomian,
Mm-hmm.
Damien, and Lotus. Yeah.
All right. That would be like a successful run for the character.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you familiar with like what have you already seen from my commands and stuff in my channel? Which of the things are you already familiar with, if any?
Oh, I saw quite a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess like the Lynx and Legion.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that already, but I've not really come around to training any. And the progression also.
Yeah.
And like flame score and things like that, I guess.
Yeah. And do all of these make sense, or do you have some questions specifically with these commands? Maybe for your
No,
specific situation, or
I'm quite familiar
okay.
with it, yeah.
Okay, good. So I'll assume that you have understanding of those three. That lets me fly through this thing a little bit faster. So the main thing that we're going to look at, because you did just the equip session, so it's pretty fast. The main thing that we're going to look through is to make sure that you can get to the point where you can solo Lotus and Damien, right?
Yeah.
And do you have access to guild skills as well? Because that's a huge... and if so, what level? Because those will be a huge buffer.
I have max guild skills, except for IED.
So the other three are all maxed?
Yep.
Okay. Wow, that's really good. Okay. It's in the Puzzle Guild. Okay.
Yeah. It's an EU reboot.
Ah, nice. Okay, yeah, that's why I hadn't heard of it. Okay, that makes sense. Right, because you're in the UK, so your ping must be really good. Or,
Yeah,
I guess decent, right?
Yeah, better than like the servers in MapleStory, because like in MapleStory the Lotus lasers like just fly around everywhere.
Oh yeah. I remember. I've had those where like
Freeze.
they like snap back. They just shoot back a whole inch and then just well, okay, yeah, I was safe, but I guess not. and then they shoot back somewhere later.
Yeah, you just randomly die a lot.
Yeah.
In my case one.
Right, so yeah, there the goals to solo Lotus is just to get 3 times as strong as here, so that you can power through it.
Yeah.
With fewer lives, just iframe and pray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could be a little bit more consistent with all that. So that's your main goal, and is there any kind of long-term stuff that we should plan for as well, or do you think like I'm just gonna see if I can solo Lotus and Damien, and then I'm pretty much not gonna have much time anymore for the game anyway? So
I think from then on I'll just like be doing daily Ursus runs and Maple tour, and maybe my daily, so I can like slowly upgrade up to like point where I can maybe do normal Lucid in a party.
Yeah, and then all the arcane power will basically be your funding.
Yeah.
To get stronger. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm kind of looking at like comparing it with my Adele, where of course my Adele in a different situation because the Legion and the Lynx are huge, right? But like stat wise, I think half of my stat is coming from arcane power, which is like almost almost for you it's about the same, right? Although you have some extra arcane power now, probably because of the skill, I think, and because of the guild skill, right?
Yeah, I mean I add quite a lot in my skill. So
yeah, you have 5.2k from your symbols, yeah, and you have almost 14 total, yeah, so it's like more than a third of your stat is just coming from symbols.
Oh yeah, quite a lot.
It's crazy when you think about that, like for power creep from the game many years ago, where you know if your plus stat was like 200, that means all your gear was like as good as it could be, and now people's plus stat is like 50 or like 60,000 almost. And it's like okay,
yeah, quite a lot more than last time.
It's very well. The main thing I wanted to say is like that the balance is very different, right? It's not like that the base stats and the level of your character is that important. It's more about how everything is upgraded and what kind of content you do with your character. It's a very different way of approaching character growth and what is important.
Yeah.
So I guess so you have like a general level in mind that you want to get to. So I guess you want to go too crazy. So with the current event, does it mean you're predominantly focused on just nodes, right? Leveling up your node stones, I guess.
Yeah. I already bought out the node stones from the event shop. Like the
All
ones
of
that I
them?
can buy now.
Because there's like a few stacks of them, right?
I think there's like 20 in the first shop. After that is like a few like of the surprise box.
Yeah, boxes I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not unlocked them yet.
Is that the one where you need like 15,000 or something to get to the next shop or something?
I think it's 5,000 to the next shop, but I think it's like time gated. It's a shop on the right, yeah.
Oh yeah, after June 30th and at least 5,000, yeah. And then you can get the mysterious boxes.
Yeah.
And then July 21st and 15,000, and then there's the experience and more nodestone boxes, yeah.
Yeah, so I plan to buy all those out and buy probably like 2 event rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, event rings would probably be, in your situation, will be very good investment, yeah, because they'll be stronger than anything you're going to be getting at that point anyway, plus they'll be way cheaper because you don't have to pay any star forcing, so...
Yeah, so I probably would use those as like drop on Master Octane ring.
Yeah, or if they run stat, then they become your stat ring, right? Basically, all the rings are kind of similar, so whatever you end up getting as potential, that determines what role they will get. Because I don't want to be in a situation where like trying to min-max damage on one, and then drop on another one just because one has like 5 more attack and 10 more stat. Because that will be too expensive at this stage. But then later on, if you're going for past 17 stars and everything, you know, if you ever get to that point, then, you know, the event rings will have to be remade eventually into drop or mezzo. But until then, it's just, I would say, whatever you roll on the character, on the item, that will determine the function, I would say.
Okay, so should I get like my Kana's treasure and like maybe my Horntail ring to legendary first?
So the thing with rings though is you want to make sure that you don't get too many legendary rings and then have a whole inventory of legendary rings and everything has like one function. So I'll go through real quick what you have. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 superiors now?
No, only 2 superiors, a ring and a belt.
Ring and belt.
Someone was nice enough to give me the belt.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done a bunch of runs, but no belt so far. It's a nice earring flame.
Yeah, it dropped from the ball. It's crazy. I wasn't like that angry that I didn't get a pet.
Yeah, exactly. That's like better than most people's Abzo, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be close to some people's arcane flames.
Yeah, I showed it to my guild and they were like, "Pork chef."
Yeah, that's the correct response, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be able to get my Absol weapon and 2 other pieces this week.
Okay.
Before 5, 10, 15 even.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. So I guess you're going for the shoe and the glove, probably, right?
I'm not sure. I already got the glove, but I'm not sure whether I should get the cape or the shoe. Like, which one is better?
Oh, you already have the glove.
Yeah, I just bought the glove because I know for sure that you can roll crit damage on it. So it's a lot better than the others.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I mentioned it because it's a huge upgrade. Yeah, it'll either be the shoulder or the cape, right? So how much? What set effects?
I can't buy the shoulder because it's in the Damien shop.
Right, and you're gonna buy the weapon there first, so that's gonna take up the resources. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, so you already have the glove, and you can buy 2 more?
No, I can buy 1 more.
Okay.
In the Haven shop, yeah.
Yeah, I buy the shoe first. The cape is really good base stats, right? The 30 attack and the 118 strength, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll get the shoe.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I was wondering how I should utilize the transfer hammer to upgrade my items to Absolab.
Yeah. Have you played around with the Starforce calculator a little bit before?
Not very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just throw the numbers in and we'll just see what it is, right? So you want to get to level 160 item. Let's say that you start. Well, usually I pick no star catching just to be on the safer side. Okay. But if you star catch, it's going to be a bit cheaper, of course. And you would have to safeguard, right? Because you can only get 1.
No. So I was wondering whether I could use like a transfer hammer to hammer like my Japanese equipment onto my Absolab equipment, because so I'll like tear them up to 15, then I'll transfer hammer back to 15, then I'll tear it up to 15 for like 100% again. Yeah,
that's well. Yeah, I was gonna like use the numbers to kind of see like how much money would you save and see if that's worth it, right? Because just because you can doesn't mean it's cheaper necessarily. But like so the money I guess in your head that you have to set aside is probably like around 1.5 bill if you want to get 1 item to 17, like safeguard it the whole way. And if you then change the parameters and you do it so you get up to 16, right, during 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
The thing is here then that you have to not safeguard. So that's a huge difference. You need more backups. But then you're looking at 500 mil. And then all you have to do is 160 with start catch safeguard from 15 to 17 during 5 and 15, and that's like another 600. So we're looking at like 1.1 bill versus 1.5 per item, and that's 3 items.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, you're doing 4. You can do 4 items for the price of 3, basically.
Yeah. I was wondering if there's a big difference between 16 and 7 star.
Yeah, you mean like if you don't have enough money, if it's worth just sitting on 16?
Yeah, it's much cheaper to do it like that.
It is much cheaper, but there is a decent difference. Yeah, every single star adds more stat than the last one.
Oh. Okay.
And 17 is the highest you can go when you still safeguard, right? So that's why a lot of people just end up trying to go for 17. It's a good place to sit on. I think for like Lotus and Damien, it's a good amount of stars to aim for.
Yeah, cause I was thinking that like I could just 16 star my weapon and my 2 Absol items first.
Mm-hmm.
Then afterwards, on the next 5, 10, 15, I'll upgrade them to 7. I'm not sure if that's like a...
Yeah, if you don't have enough money, I would first get them all to 16, and then if you have money left, try to get them to 17. But if you run out of money, you can just stay on 16 and then just wait for the next event. That's fine. Okay. As long as you get it like past 15, that's where the big upgrades come in.
Yeah, so like my plan would be to on the 30% off, I would upgrade the shoulder and like my my CRA equipment.
Mm-hmm. And get all that to 15.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
that's
like
a good plan.
my probably like my rings also, if that's needed. I'm not sure.
The rings, that would just be the kind of treasure, right?
And my superior ring.
Oh yeah, and superior, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing also is, isn't there like a Starforce ring somewhere you can get? Starforce scroll, I mean.
Yeah, I think there's a 17 Starforce scroll for 1.5 bill in the Meso shop. Yeah.
Because maybe for one of your items, maybe like your cape or something. So that during 5, 10, 15, it's about 1.5, right? If you do like...
Yeah. If you just do it by safeguarding.
Yeah, by safeguarding, and if you have, and you need backups and everything. So you can see the scroll is kind of like a bit more expensive, right? But you could do it at any time when you have it, and it's like instant. So you save a lot of time, and time is money as well, so...
Yeah, I don't have to like, wait for the event.
Yeah, exactly. Don't have to go get backups, don't wait for event. Maybe get unlucky. Well, you also maybe don't get lucky, of course, right? So, but it is like a good option. So you can either use that on an Abzo, like if you get that one later, like if you get the cape later, or you could also use it on if you get the superior earring or the if you buy the superior pendant, yeah.
Okay.
Because this will just be expensive safeguarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the ones that you don't make now during 5, 10, 15, you could, so you either you set aside the scroll, which best thing to be would be for the highest level item, right? So best thing would be to do that for the cape then, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for the other items, you could also prep 15-star items to transfer hammer over much later. So that would probably be the reinforced earrings if you get those from Helix.
Reinforced earrings. Yeah, I have like 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. So you could prep one of those during the 30% off as well to 15.
Okay.
And then next 5, 10, 15, you can do the same like you did with the items now.
So like this is for the superior earrings, right? To transfer hammer to the superior.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll do the same like you're doing for the current, like the root gloves or the antique root gloves into the Abzo gloves. You'll do the same trick basically.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you already have the ring. For the pendant, if you can, with the Dominator pendant, you do the same there.
Yeah, I've been running up quite some time, but
not a great drop rate, yeah.
Yeah, I have like 10% drop rate. right now.
Do you have any drop rate from familiars?
Small increase.
Mm-hmm.
Things like, yeah, it's not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was wondering how I should queue my rings also, and like my accessories in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for most people, I would go like, okay, so let's see that you get some kind of mezzo and drop, and then just work on the full mezzo and drop set, and then go from there to fund your account. But if you're looking more for like specific, more short-term games because you want to get the Solo Lotus and Damien, I'm wondering if like going like specifically on onto drop rate and mezzo obtain, if you will be able to play long enough for that to pay off, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so if you get it on like your 10th cube or something and you hold on to it for a little bit until you fix the item or like, you know, really go into strength, like, that makes sense. But I don't know if it's like the goal, like you'd never want to roll over like significant strength. That is like, so what you did with the Vengeful, I guess, like if you end up rolling that, then you keep that instead and then go to another ring. But like I said, you also don't want to end up with like 12 legendary rings because, you know, you have like 4 with mezzo, 4 with drop, 4 with stat or something. Because then there's a lot of money going into accessories that could be going into other places instead.
Okay, so like how should I keep my rings instead?
Well, so I guess what you'll be aiming for damage, the ideal situation, but again, yeah, the potential determines what they get used for, right? But I guess the ideal would be that you have the Superior Galax, the Kana Treasure, those both at 17, and then the 2 event rings, right? Those have a lot of strength on it. But yeah, if the event ring ends up getting... So, just because you have one line of mezzo and drop, I think that would be enough to like hold onto it and then move on to the other ones until at least everything is legendary. But just because it has mezzo or drop, I wouldn't say that's like really... you will circle back to that to either get mezzo or drop with some strength, or to get 2 lines of strength instead. Like, that will always be way more valuable because you don't want to lose too much kill potential when you're in your drop or mezzo gear, right?
Yeah.
So you do want to get one line.
Like, if it turns out that I roll 21% strength for all of my rings, what should I do? Like, or like 15% strength for my rings. Should I like still upgrade them?
Once you have a bunch of 15s, and if you're strong enough to do Lotus and Damien, then you reach your goal, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's possible with 4, because that's 60% strength between your rings. That's possible. So I would purely go by like what is required for you to upgrade, rather than, you know, can you upgrade?
Okay.
Because you can always upgrade it, but then you'll never be done spending money. So the main thing is going to be once you get your weapon, and once the 5, 10, 15 happens, like upgrading the weapon, upgrading that stuff. Your IED looks like it's like you have 2 lines of IED, so you should be in a decent position. But there might be some external sources of IED that will still help you out without needing it on your weapon, right? You don't want to need like 3 lines of IED. So it'd probably be good to try to get IED from your familiars.
Yeah, I have 15%. I'm still hunting for the other one.
Yeah, at least 2 there. That would be really good. And do you have some of the base link skills with IED?
Not yet. I'm gonna train like a Lumi soon though.
Yeah. Because that will set you in a position that you don't need to add IED in other places. I can see your hyperstat, but you don't have hyperstat in IED, or not too much, right?
I have 0.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so there's room for improvement. I mean, like if you need it, then you can put some points in there as well. Because Lotus and Damien do have 300% PDR, so you do want your functional IED to be like north of 90%, preferably like 92, 93. Especially if you're soloing.
Okay.
You know about IED, functional, how to calculate and everything?
I think you have an IED calculator, right? And I just need to fill in all my sources of IED to find my functional IED.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then you can compare it to the progression grid, see if you are where you need to be.
Yeah. Compared to the progression grid, I'm quite behind on like IED. and Legion. Yeah.
Yeah, is your Legion, how much Legion do you have?
It's horrible. It's like 677.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, a new account, like you said, so.
Yeah, it's new. Yeah, it's quite different from when I played in MapleStory, like when I had everything built up. Like the thought of like having to build out all my Legion again is kind of
Kind of
but
daunting, yeah. You
we
want to
do it.
focus on the events mostly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so is there like a piece of equipment? So like the whole accessories is still maybe a little bit fuzzy, right?
Yeah.
So for the we can go like one at a time. So for the belt, it's pretty straightforward, right? You know what to do there.
Probably like transfer hammer a ping bean belt onto it.
Yeah, so that would be like the same as the reinforced E-ring, right? Or the Dominator. They would be like the same group of items to like the next 30% off, get it to 15. Wait for
Okay.
and then like you can hold this, right? But then 30% off, get them all to 15. And then wait for a 5, 10, 15, pop to 16, transfer over, pop the other one to 17. Something like that. Or if you have a lot of money by then, you could go even higher. But, you know, that depends on how much time you're going to have and how, you know, how long it is before the next 5, 10, 15, right?
Yeah.
You could
So I
opt
should,
to...
like,
Sorry?
I should 15-star a ping bean belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I would do doing 30% off, right? Because then it's just
Yeah.
cheaper, no safeguard, and...
Yeah.
No. Then you get
Yeah.
rid of all the extras as well in your inventory.
Yeah.
Um,
So I will.
yeah.
So what are the items I need to 15-star again? Like the belt, the dome pendant,
Mm-hmm. Reinforced earring.
reinforced earrings. Okay.
And then I think you wanted to do your CRA, right? That sounds like a good idea.
Oh yeah, and CRA.
And yeah, I guess it depends if by that point. So I would look at the monocle and the tattoo, like around the time where you're also going to be switching into full superior, because that's basically going to break up your boss accessory set completely.
Yeah.
And then switching those out would be like a good time, and that's when you're trying to get everything to 17 basically. And that's when you'll
Yeah,
be
but sweet
ready.
water tattoo at 12 stars right now, so I should upgrade that to 15. Also.
Yeah, if you have the money at that point, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's in how much longer? That's like a month from away, right?
I'm not too sure when the 30% off is.
I think. Let's see. Is it
Maybe it's on the 11th.
July 11th? I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like almost 3 weeks. Yeah, July 11th. Yeah. Almost 3 weeks.
Yeah. Have some time to farm up some money.
Yep. Yeah, we could go like one equip at a time, I guess. Yeah. So wait, so we started with the belt. That's a weird place to start. Well, the CRA we already talked about. I mean, well, let's look at everything in like Starforcing wise, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Shoe, you know about the glove. You have a plan. The cape we talked about, right?
Yeah. Use a scroll on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The shoulder will be after you get the weapon, and then for the shoulder you can also transfer, right? If you have the Ramaru shoulders.
Yeah.
So that could be something you do during 30% off as well to prep it. Remember that it doesn't matter what job the shoulder is for. It can be for any job. It can be a mage shoulder or something. You can always transfer hammer.
Yeah, but I need it to be the same in case I boom it, right?
Yeah, if you want to keep the trace, yeah. If you want to transfer it over, yeah. So you have some time to see which group of shoulders you have the most of and then get rid of all the other ones.
Yeah.
Top, I mean, your secondary and your emblem are already where you want it to be, right? So that's not something we're going to be touching at all at this point. The weapon talked about. Yeah, so for the weapon, I mean, the main thing is going to be get a good flame on there, right?
Yeah. I was wondering if I should just use rainbow flames only on the weapon.
If you have access to them, I would use them on there, yeah. They're
Okay,
your
like
most important item.
from the shop, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the most important item to use them on for sure.
And is it okay to like red flame a weapon?
It is, yeah, if you have them, yeah. The thing is, like, one eternal flame in, like, outcome is roughly worth about 3 powerful flames. So, like, if you have some kind of goal in mind, the amount of eternal flames it costs is typically about a third of the amount of powerful. But the higher you go, the bigger that multiplier will be, because if you go at the upper, some numbers cannot be reached at all by powerful. So, like, tier 7 you can never get. So then the multiplier gets crazy. But you're not going to be aiming for tier 7 attack with a tier 7 boss, I hope, because I think that's like a few million flames, I think. So it's not really realistic. But that's like how you can compare. So if you have access, like in the shop, if this shop has like eternal flames for like 250 mil, that's not worth, because you can buy 25 powerful in the regular shop for that, and 25 powerful will give you way better outcome on average than one eternal. So that's how you want to look at those values.
Okay, yeah. So I should like buy the eternal flames from the coin shop.
Yeah. The Mezzo ones are like never. I don't know why they put them in Reboot and why they put them so expensive. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah, I think it's 250, right, or 200?
Yeah, it's 250.
Yeah, it's like, why? We can buy 25 powerful, or like 26 or 27 powerful for that. Like, makes no sense. I think it's just to try to bait people to spend their money, I think. That's a weapon, yeah. And then we talked about the ring. Is the rings clear?
Honestly, not quite.
So you're planning on buying 2 of the ring events, the event rings, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, they're all the same stats, so it doesn't really matter which 2 of them that you get. The rings in general, like accessories in general, are a good idea to get to legendary first, like after the weapon secondary emblem, right? Because they have pretty low junk lines. There is the matter of the fairy heart that you could go for. Do you think that financially that's something you can work on?
Yeah, I mean, I've like, I think 3 months to work on getting 2 bills, so that's quite. Yeah,
until like end of August, so that should be plenty of time, right?
Yeah.
So because that would be because that's the only item that has like even fewer junk lines than accessories, so that would also be a pretty good upgrade.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, accessories are a good place to get a lot of stat. So it's going to be a matter of just throwing a bunch of cubes on there just to get everything to legendary. And then, well, yeah, for the eye in the face, considering where they are now, it might be that you're already going towards the turning point to switching to... Because how much set effect are you using? 1, 2, 3...
boss
4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, 7.
So that's... So you get the IED from that, right?
Yeah. 10% IED. Yeah.
Well, that'll get replaced with the 10% IED you get from the Abso set. Yeah, that ID shouldn't be the main problem, because like with Lynx and Legion and the Familiar, that should all, and the Hyperstat, that should all fix it up, because you already have 2 lines on your WSE, so that ID shouldn't be too important. Yeah, so it'd probably be a good idea to start moving towards the monocle and the tattoo, so you can get to 17 on there eventually.
Okay.
See if you can get a monocle to 15 by the 30% off as well. That'll be a lot of money though, getting all of that to 15.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. Like how often are these like 5, 10, 15 and 30% off event?
I think on average we have like 1 of each every 8 to 12 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so every like 4 to 6 weeks there's at least 1 of the 2, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not that bad. I can like, I guess I can slowly do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I really have no metal.
Yeah, it's better to get one item like all the way up to 15, and then the other ones are sitting at 10, rather than getting all of them to 13 or something, because then you're stuck still, right? If you at least have a few at 15, then you can get them to 17 when that event comes, or if another 30% off comes, you can finish the rest off to 15. But yeah, don't do like everything to 11, everything to 12, because from 10 to 15 you gain no damage basically, but you gain a lot of damage from 15 to 17, so that's why it's important to upgrade.
Okay.
But yeah, so with all the rings, it'll basically be you get them to legendary and you see what kind of potential they get, and that'll determine what role they get. Now, like you said, like if they all get a lot of strength, then you just pick whichever one has the lowest, gives you the lowest range, and that gives you strength, and then you reroll that one for meso or drop if you still want to, make more gains when you're training. Then,
yeah.
If they get the same potential, then whatever the base stats are, that one determines what function they get.
Okay. So, yeah. So I was just wondering, like, if it's on a 15% strength, should I reroll it to legendary, or should I just keep it and work on another epic one?
Yeah, then I would first work on the epics.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, don't like have a percentage in mind of how much stat you're going for. And if you reach that percentage or close to that percentage in the lower tier, then it's better to just settle and work on another item first, rather than to upgrade just for the sake of tiering it up. Because then once you tier it up, you still have nothing. You still have to spend even more to get the stats, And if you were going to settle for a similar percentage anyway, then you're kind of wasting money.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So for the pendants, I guess eventually these two will be like the drop rate pendants, and then the damage pendants hopefully will be either a Dominator or later Dominator transpose into Sweetwater, and then a superior pendant, right?
Yeah.
That will either have Dominator transfer hammer into it, or just Starforced up as the superior, depending on if you have backups at all.
Yeah. So is it worth getting this Machinator pendant to like 15 stars?
It only goes up to 15, right?
Yeah, it doesn't go like...
Yeah, no. If it only goes up to 15, then never get to 15. Just keep it at like 10 or 11. That's fine. Because you gain almost nothing. You're just throwing money away. The only thing people get to 15 that could only get to 15 is like the Wondroid heart, because you keep that one forever as like your... And everything else will be like 20 or 21 stars. Then you might as well throw some stars on the Wondroid heart. But even that is a pretty low priority, because it gains you, I think, like 15 stat or something. So even flaming up to like a very high point is like more worth than like star forcing your Wondroid heart.
Yeah. So I was just wondering for my Machinator pendant whether I should like replace it with another one, because I got one with like 44 strength and 5% all stat and 4 attack power. So I was like...
And this one is 16 and 5 and 3.
Yeah.
Well, on one hand, it's only epic, right?
Yeah.
Which isn't too bad. And you could do that, and then you could use this one. What you could do is you could craft a level 130 pendant and transfer this one into the 130 and then into a Dominator when you get it.
Oh, okay.
And then you throw the 12 strength on there, and then you use this one basically as like a epic potential scroll, and then the other one you use for damage because it has better base stats.
Okay.
That way you can maintain some value.
Yeah, or should I just like change this that pendant, like get rid of the 12% strength and upgrade it all the way to legendary?
That would be the other option. How much was the other one? 44 and 5 with some weapon attack?
44 and 5 with 4 weapon attack.
Yeah, because I'm considering like that's better, of course, but I'm considering like the extra cost of upgrading plus how long are you gonna hold on to it.
Yeah.
But in your situation, you might hold on to it for a while, because even if you get a Dominator, you're gonna want to transpose, and even then, that's gonna be a damage, and this one is gonna stay the drop rate one. and it's also it's only epic, quote unquote. Yeah, I'd probably if you can get like a what is it, like a solid pendant, you can use the solid pendant to transfer this one through to the Dominator, and I'd probably start working on the other one to upgrade the other one for your drop rate.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just use the other one for drop rate instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
I guess that's for the list to Starforce on 30% off as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this one only goes up to like 12 though, so.
Oh yeah.
Or like 10 or 11 or something, so that one's not super important.
Yeah. And I was wondering whether I should like replace that greed pendant for something else, or is it okay to just leave it there because it gives meso?
I like greed pendants. I mean, the thing is, even though we want to not make like the weakest version of every single item just to get the lines, but the main thing you're going to be working on is your nodes and your arcane power, and then your Abzo stuff. That's going to bring so much damage to the table. That is the gear that has to make sure that you can kill the monsters. Your pendant, when you're grinding, whether that's like a Dominator or a greed pendant, that shouldn't be the deciding factor whether or not you kill the monster, right?
Yeah.
So as long as like every single item that you have is not like the equivalent of a greed pendant where it has like 10 stat and that's it, then you might get into trouble. But if it's just one item like the greed pendant and it's already legendary, I would just keep that and then it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, the earring is fine for a while. Everything else, I guess the last thing would be like the eye in the face, right? You have the tattoo. Do you have a monocle as well, or no?
I don't have the monocle yet.
This one is unique. Yeah, I'm personally like not opposed at all to upgrading to legendary on the eye in the face, on the the Sakum eye in face. But the problem is this one already, it's 15% strength and some dex and a decent flame. Might be in the position where going for a monocle might be a good idea.
And using that for drop instead.
Yeah, well, again, depending on what kind of lines you get on it, if you end up getting damage on it, then you can reroll this one and try to get drop on this. But if you end up getting like drop or mezzo on it, then yeah.
Okay, yeah, and for a monocle, I shouldn't upgrade it like all the way to 17 stars if I want it to be like for drop, because like because I'm supposed to transport the pub mark onto it, right?
Yeah, but pet mark is very rare, and I don't know if you're going to be playing. Like, have you been clearing CPAP already?
No, I'm only at like 3 doors.
Because like it would be possible, with all the changes and stuff, and working on Legion links and getting higher boost nodes, that you can do CPAP, but you can get a CPAP on the first week, or you can get a CPAP like a year in. It's very hard to rely on that. So if you're worrying about like spending too much money on Starforcing and then you end up using it for drop, what I would do is just first get it to legendary and settle the potential when it's like at 10 stars or something, and then based on what potential you get, decide how many stars you're going to get on it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have to kind of find budget solutions because we have no trade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really even though you have like lower level gear, it's got really nice flames across the board.
Yeah, I just got really lucky. Like I only upgrade the items and I see like at least an okay flame.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're lucky enough to get items with such high numbers in the first place.
Yeah.
72 on the pencilier, 82 and 6 on the earrings. Even the Zakum Iron Face are pretty nice. 84 and 6.
Yeah, I got lucky there.
And that Mechanator. CRA is pretty good as well. Pretty good across the board.
Yeah.
Do you have backups for CRA?
Like some flames. I have 2.
Oh wait, I think you wrote down. Oh yeah, 4 backups for the top and 2 for the hat and 0 for the bottom.
No, I just killed the clown, so like I got 2 backups for the boss.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, it should be enough to not have to safeguard up to 15.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had the black beam mark. I guess you were wondering about that one. I see that down here.
Oh yeah.
But did you use this or the monocle, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would depend on if you feel like you have enough time to do the commercy dailies and stuff, or if you feel like that's kind of something you don't have time for in the day, then I would, yeah, if it's something you feel like you have to go out of your way and you don't have the time, then you can just go for a black beam mark instead. It's not such a huge problem, because it only becomes a problem if you're going like past 20 stars, right?
Oh, okay. So like it's okay to use this like for drop gear.
Yeah, we can basically use this one instead of the monocle, just for like drop or mezzo, see what potential you get on it, and then Starforce it accordingly.
Okay. Yeah.
Just save you some voyages and some dineros.
Yeah, I mean, what if this one rolls 21% strength?
Yeah. Well, then you just tear up the unique eye that you have.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you get a better flame on this one.
Yeah. This one dropped from normal ping beam.
Yep. Nice. Sometimes lucky.
Never drops from chaos for me.
Yeah. Oh, I see you have epic penciler capes.
Yeah, I have like a few to as a fodder to as basically a EPS for my episode kits. Yeah.
Well, I would just do like 1 star on the penciler and just transfer it into the into one other one, and then start from that one.
Yeah, that's what I plan to do when it comes to it. Yeah.
But you have because you have 2 different types of capes that you're holding.
Yeah, they're basically the same. It's just like 2 junk lines of epic. I've been trying to get a 3-line one, but it's been kind of hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The one thing for capes is you can also use the CZAC capes.
Oh yeah, I can't clear CZAC like consistently. You know?
Okay, yeah, because of his. Well, is it better in EU with the ping that the slaps like come in late sometimes?
Or
the damage comes in very late.
Because I keep on dying in mid-air when I'm jumping.
Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah,
and like I revive and I die again because I have no resistance link.
Yeah,
so, I just die 4 times in a row.
Yeah, oh beautiful, yeah. That's like Helix now. It's like res die. Yeah. It's like what is that movie again? The one with Tom Cruise where he like respawns. Is like a live die repeat is like the subtitle.
I don't remember. I don't think I know.
Oh, fuck.
Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow, yeah. It's like live, die, repeat is the subtitle. That should be just Golix in the background. It's like, pop. Or Zakum, like, is constantly slapping you. Most of the time with Zakum, you're already dead before your screen is like visible again. It's like black screen and you see something, you're already floating again. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it's horrible. Really horrible.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, and I was wondering if I should buy out any like droplets.
Yeah, so that's a very long-term thing. I wonder if that's in the short term, if that's gonna set you back more than it's gonna help you. So you have 7 droplets now? Or like a few more maybe now because of the.
I think I have 8 right now. I didn't buy anything yet.
Because if you buy all of them out from this shop, like, you know, hypothetical, from both of the shops, which you probably won't be able to do, and then you get some more, then you'll have enough droplet-wise to make a weapon, but then you'll still need to get enough lucid clears. And how long is that going to take? So what we see in the winter event is that the winter event is going to have 900 total droplets in the shop.
Oh, wow, okay.
So even if you get none now, and you just focus on, you know, getting stronger, killing the harder bosses, getting to Lotus, getting to Lucid, maybe getting to Will, you know, by the winter time, if you can do that, then, and you get far enough in the game, then you can still be like, okay, now I'm going to buy all the droplets in that shop, and then go into full arcane. So if we didn't have that information now, I'd probably verge on the side of probably, yes, try to buy the droplets now. But since we have that safety net coming at like 99% security, you know, there's still a chance that they change it for GMS, but they pretty much copy everything these days, so it's a very safe assumption to say that that's going to come for us as well. I think it's probably fine to forego the droplets now and focus on getting the heart and focus on getting all of the Starforce up for now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if by the winter you feel like you're going to play more and you feel like you're ready and you're rich enough to purchase it, then go hard on the droplets. And then you'll be able to actually turn it into gear as well because of the Lucid and hopefully will clears by then.
Okay. Yeah. And I was wondering, like, after I buy a fairy heart, I still don't have an android. So where should I get an android from?
You can say it, not spray it. You can get one from the Mysteria Through Time, even though that's kind of rough. I think you can also buy one from the shop. I think it's with the blue.
Oh, the blue one. So I don't play Uno, but
yeah, no,
I
same.
to play it for a while.
There might be some. Which shop is it? Minigame Ambassador? Are these the shops?
I think it's like the new gem shop at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, gems. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, there's a Reneroid and a Leoroid. I think those you can. I'm pretty sure those you can use the heart with.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 15 days of Uno though.
Mezzo shop has one. Hang on.
Mezzo shop.
Oh, event Android selector coupon, but that's it's 300 mil. But you could do that one as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather pay 300 mil than play Uno for 15 days.
Yeah. What about the dash thing? Just Rainbow Dash, dude.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, I'm like, I don't know, I get like two gems from it each time.
Really? Is that bad? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not then. Yeah, maybe the mezzo option. You know, maybe by the end of the event, whatever you're feeling is more more access. Yeah, there are other ways to get androids, but the thing with the androids is you have to make sure that the androids are the high enough tier so that they can equip the heart. Because there's like restrictions on which tier hearts can equip which tier and androids and vice versa. And I'm not 100% on that because I usually just, I just do the Wandroid stuff and I don't bother with anything else. Okay, so I'm not an expert.
I'll do some research on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another 15. There's another like scroll. There's another 17-star scroll in the shop.
Wait, there's two?
Yeah, there's one that costs a coin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one with me. Oh yeah, and one with for Mezzo. Oh yeah, true.
I was wondering how I should like utilize.
7,000. That's expensive.
Yeah.
Well, if you put the 7,000 at the equivalent of 1,500 or like 1.5 bill, right?
Yeah.
That's like the same value as 2 event rings. 750 mil for a ring equivalent. 100% unique scroll. No, that's only worth like, how much is it to get an item to unique? That's only like 600 mil or something, right?
Yeah, it's not expensive.
That's weird that the other thing. What could we save the other one for? You could use the other one for the just for you could say you save that one for the if you get the can you buy the pendant soon?
Which pendant?
The superior pendant?
Oh no, not soon. I only just bought like the ring.
Okay. But this will be like months from now, right?
Yeah, it's quite far ahead.
Yeah, and dominators aren't very common, so it might be a good idea to try to get this this scroll for the pendant.
Okay. Yeah.
So that takes out the Dominator to transfer hammer, I guess, in the short term, and then you can use the Dominator instead to flame later to look at transposing into the Sweetwater instead.
Okay. Got it. So how much do you think I will need to save up by the time 5, 10, 15 comes this weekend?
How big is your list?
It's like the weapon, my my gloves and my boot. I think I'm gonna upgrade this event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why does it always do that? 50 mil. And the other ones are at 0, right? The weapon is 15, but the other two are at 0?
The other two are like at probably the glove. It will be like 10 stars. Sorry, 11 stars.
Okay.
After I transfer hammer it, yeah.
That's not a huge difference, but... 900. Well, I'm just throwing it into the calculator to see what the calculator says. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like 2.5 bill.
2.5 bill. Okay.
So it looks like. Oh no, wait. Sorry, this one should be with safeguard. My bad. Hang on. Should be a bit more. Wait, not 16. 17. Re. Over 8, 2, 4. Nah, closer to 3 probably, to be safe.
I'm sorry.
Closer to 3 bill, if you want to be a little bit safe. Yeah.
And that's to 17 stars, right?
Yeah. So then you'll have 3 at 17.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can farm that much by that time.
Yeah, flag race and
like
Ursus is only like
one.
1 bill, right?
Sorry?
Flag race and Ursus together is only about 1 bill.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not flag race, Maple Tour, my bad.
Yeah. But I mean, I've been popping quite a lot of totems lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have access to the Legion coupons yet, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can buy like 1 wealth every 2 days.
Yes.
Which is pretty horrible.
Yeah. Poverty levels. I guess, yeah, don't upgrade your symbols just yet. Hold on to the symbols.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you have any extra things you can NPC, like maybe like pieces of time or rocks of time or confusion fragments or dream fragments, stuff like that. Maybe philosopher's stones.
Twisted time.
Maybe some twisted time. If you're crafting Meister later on,
okay.
typically the main bottleneck there typically is either the primals or the grand spell essences, and not so much the twisted times.
Okay.
Depending on how many you have, you could get rid of some of those without really getting into any trouble.
And how many should I like keep just in case of the twisted time?
I think if you want to make 1 ring, is it like 500? 600?
Okay, well, I only have like 735 on me right now, so it's no point selling. It won't give a lot.
Yeah.
Are rocks of time okay to like sell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, well I just earned 48 mil.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Money in the bank.
And pieces of time. Are they okay to sell?
You can sell those. Yeah.
Cool. And like, how about like dust essence?
Oh, yeah. Later on, you can use those to make bags, but I think by the time you get there, you'll probably get a bunch. Those are like 500k each or something.
Yeah.
Do you have many of those?
I have like 30 of those.
Yeah, I think the only thing you really use them for. Wait, how do I check my stuff? Oh, it's under profession. I think the only thing you do is like alchemy to make bags, I believe. Like the Dusk Essence and the Brilliant Essences, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really only to make bags.
Okay.
So if you don't have any plans for that, you'll probably, you'll make some back way before then, so.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you need to be level 11 or like Craftsman or Meister in Alchemy before you can make any of those.
Okay. Yeah, I've not really started on crafting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just been like grinding the whole way until this.
Yeah, it's probably fine to NPC those for now, then.
Yeah, okay. And for the potentials, like I should like upgrade everything to legendary first.
So for the accessories, I would. For everything else, I probably aim for like unique with 1 or 2 lines of strength first.
Okay.
That will probably already get you very close to what you want.
Okay.
But yeah, for the heart and the accessories, I would go for legendary because they have low amount of junk lines, so high value back. But again, like if you roll 15% strength already, move on to another item first.
Okay.
And then see what you get in legendary. Because if you get everything in legendary, but everything ends up with drop in mezzo, and you want to keep that, well then, the ones that are unique are gonna go up to damage at least as well, right? Otherwise, you're gonna have no big strength.
Yeah, and for the weapon, what should I aim for? Like after I transfer hammer it.
Well, that one we do get to legendary. So I would say something similar to your emblem and your secondary, except no IED lines. You want to have boss lines and attack lines. Like that's going to be the most important.
Yeah, and for damage lines, should I like disregard them because we're in reboot, or is it okay to like?
Oh, you kind of want to see them as with your secondary. That if that's on a 3rd line, then that's a nice little extra, but you don't really count it as a full line because it'll either be 30% or 40% boss. So a 9% line is like 1/3 or 1/4 of a line.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's how you want to see it. It's like 1.25 lines is like.
Yeah,
that's
so
basically
I'll just roll for attack and boss. Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for flame, the tier 6 with something, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll just like throw flames at it until it can go to tier 6.
Mm-hmm. I think that covers all the equips.
Yeah.
I guess the one extra is if you have the time, see if you can go for the Monster Park medal.
Oh yeah, I've been kind of lazy to run all 7 runs. I've only been running 2.
Yeah, it depends on how much time you have. It's fine.
Yeah, I only run 7 runs on like a Sunday.
Oh yeah, double for more experience. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Do you do the high level runs?
No, I do night strong.
Okay, night strong. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because that does make it very long as well if you do the high level ones.
Yeah, I'm real lazy to do like True Island or Lashton.
Yeah, I mean there's experience there, but it's better to just do the fast runs and then go train instead. You'll end up with more in the same amount of time.
Yeah, for sure. And I have like 10 event Meister cubes. I was wondering if I should use them because they're expiring today.
That's on like event rings only?
Yeah, like event rings only because like I just used the balance of my Hotel Maple coins on those.
Right. And wait, how long until they expire?
Today.
Oh, okay. And you have no other rings except for the Cosmos and the Vengeful that you could use it on?
Yeah, that's all the event rings I have right now.
And how much total Mezzo and drop do you have now?
I have 60% Mezzo and 20% from my inner ability. So I have 3 Mezzo obtained. I think. Yeah, 3 Mezzo obtained and 0 drop.
Yeah, 0 drop, yeah. Wow, since the Vengeful is already 21 and like by far your strongest ring, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably use it
There's
on
no.
the Cosmos, because even if you
Okay.
aim for
Okay.
either Mezzo or drop with strength or 2-line strength.
Okay. Cool.
Because you have enough rings coming, so...
Yeah. Oh, I got 20% drop. Should I just keep that?
And nothing else?
Yeah, 20% drop with 6 cubes left.
Hmm. Yeah, it's dangerous. You also don't want to like throw away the potential, and then
Yeah.
just because you don't want to throw away the cubes, but then yeah. 6 cubes left. Oof. You feel lucky, punk? Are you feeling lucky?
Yeah, screw it. Just
In before drop
finish
plus
it.
Mezzo. You should be able to get like Mezzo with 6% all or something.
Okay. Well, I got 12% strength. If I throw that away.
Wait, how many cubes left now? Like 1?
4
Wait, 1 cube left?
4 cubes left.
4 cubes left. I mean, how lucky do you feel? 4 cubes is a realm of possibility.
Oh, okay, I got 18% strength.
Hey, there you go. See?
It only takes 1 cube to get.
Only
20%
takes 1.
strength.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There you go. More damage.
Yeah.
Good. Right, yeah, I think that's for all the equips. I think that sets you up, right? And for long term as well, options. And for the scrolls, for the events. Yeah. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And I wish you the best of luck in school and in work later, and in the game as well.
Yeah. I hope I get lucky with like Starforcing this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope so too. Yeah, that you don't have to spend all of that money. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise,
Thank you.
yeah. Otherwise, keep him at 16, right?
Yeah. I'll just see whether I can.
Yeah.
I'll push everything to 16 first, and I'll try 17. But if it doesn't work out, I'll just keep it at 16.
Yeah. Exactly. All right.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yo. See ya. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. So that was just a quick, relatively quick, just upgrade session. Had a very specific goal in mind with the possibility in the future of never really ever having time to touch this game again. So that's why we went a little bit more short and midterm than I usually do. Usually I'm very much more long-term oriented. So you probably saw that in the advice that is very, very different. So make sure that if you check out this video that you take that into heavy consideration on what the goal is that the person wants to achieve with the character, right? That determines and that colors everything that we talk about. It's not just like this is the general thing that you must do. It always depends on what is your current situation, what is your situation going to look like, and what do you want to achieve in the game. So that's why the advice was what it was in this session. If you want one of these sessions as well, tailored to you personally, depending on what you want to achieve and how you want to play the game, then you can check the description of the video and you can see how you can go about getting one of those for yourself. And as always, if you have data to share with me from your what you can achieve in the game, either battle analysis, monster skill per hour, or training videos of yourself, or you want to join the NA or the EU Reboot Guild that I'm in, you want to hang out with Streamer Man, with YouTube Man, then for all of that, you can check the links in the description. I will thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for at least 5 of you. I'm getting ambitious here. And I'll see you on the next one.